evening, everyone. Welcome to Supriya Consulting Newsroom, where we bring you latest news updates on global immigration and travel. My name is Samia Shahzad. Let's start our today's news bulletin with the headline. Thailand to reopen wider tourism sector from November 1st, official says. Singapore begins gradual reopening of borders. Singapore has introduced a vaccinated travel lane for travelers from the UK, effective from October 19. Australia plans to reopen borders for international travelers from the month of November. An IDP Connect research has found that more than one-third of international students reported that Canada was their first study abroad choice. Australian state of New South Wales will be accepting the return of 500 international students in December 2021, with a pilot plan of 250 students per fortnight. Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program invited 426 candidates to apply for nomination in the most recent round of invitations. New Brunswick has recently opened registrations for 2 online recruitment events that will held this year. Candidates with experience in the poultry and forestry sectors may submit a registration form to New Brunswick for a chance to be invited to attend. And Supriya Consulting is heading towards another success. Yes, it's gonna be 51st seminar, which is going to be held in Movenpick Hotel at 24th October 2021. These were the headlines for today. Let's move forward towards their details. Thailand plans to end COVID-19 quarantine requirements for fully vaccinated travelers from at least 10 low-risk nations as the tourism sector begins to rebuild from the 1st of November. Thailand Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha admitted that this decision comes with some risk. The nations seen as low risk include the UK, China, Germany and the US. It has fully vaccinated around 33% of its almost 70 million people. Prayut said Thailand would also allow entertainment venues to reopen on December 1st. He added that authorities were planning to open Thailand for more countries as well. Singapore has introduced a vaccinated travel lane (VTL) for travelers from the UK effective from October 19. The decision means that British travelers who are fully vaccinated against COVID-19 will be able to enter Singapore with a vaccinated travel pass. The scheme has previously only been open to Germany and Brunei, while South Korea, Canada, Denmark, France, Italy, Netherlands, Spain and United States are also now being added. The travel pass will allow visitors entry into Singapore without the requirement to undergo the usual 10-day quarantine. Unvaccinated children aged 12 and below will also be allowed to travel into Singapore from countries under the scheme from October 19th. Children will need to undergo pre-departure and on-arrival PCR test, with children aged 2 and below exempt from the testing requirements. Australia plans to reopen borders for international travelers from November. Once reaching 80% vaccination rates, Australian states can reopen international travelers from November 2021. You must be fully vaccinated and take a pre-flight COVID test and fulfill 1 week of home quarantine. Student sentiments on Canada as a study abroad destination remain strong. New research by IDP Connect shows that more than one-third of students, 39%, reported that Canada was their first choice, followed by the US and UK, both 17%, and Australia at 16%. Australian state of New South Wales will be accepting the return of 500 international students. The phased plan was approved by the federal government, and the first flight carrying some 500 fully vaccinated international students will arrive in New South Wales by the end of the year, the state government said on Friday. Chinese nationals are Australia's biggest source of international students. but they are likely to be ineligible to participate because China's vaccines are not recognized by Australia's Therapeutic Goods Administration. Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program (MPNP) invited 426 candidates to apply for nomination in the most recent round of invitations. The points requirement for the skilled workers in Manitoba stream has increased from the previous round of invitations and fewer candidates were invited. The numbers of invitations issued to skilled workers overseas has also decreased, with a higher points requirement than the previous draw. This summer, Manitoba had invited a record-breaking number of skilled worker overseas candidates that were registered under the Express Entry system. Those who received letter of advice to apply may apply to Manitoba for nomination. Successful nominees will be invited to apply for Canadian permanent residence. New Brunswick hosting recruitment event for poultry and forestry sectors, but New Brunswick has not released a specific list of occupations that will be considered of these two events. Candidates with experience in the poultry or forestry sector that submit their details to the province will be considered for attendance at the event. Successful candidates may become eligible to apply for Canadian permanent residence through the New Brunswick Provincial Nominee Program or the Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. Registration to attend this online event is open now on the New Brunswick Government webpage. So today we have our Immigration Consultant and Director Operations, Mr. Abubakar Adil in studio. Let's welcome him. Assalamu alaikum sir, how are you?
Walaikum salam, Ms. Samia. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Thank you so much, sir. So we are really excited to know that what was the response of Lahore and Islamabad's people in the previous seminar.
Well, Samia, the response was great as usual, and since it was our 50th one-to-one immigration seminar in Lahore, so we had some special arrangements as well this time, and most of our management team members were in Lahore, led by Mr. Adil Ismail, and some of our international liaison officers joined us as well. So all in all, it was a great event. We had the privilege to meet with a lot of people on one-on-one basis, and all of them discussed their immigration plans with Mr. Adil Ismail and team. And since it was our 50th, as I mentioned, so we offered some outstanding discount offers as well and exciting gifts as well. And we can see the amazing feedback which we received in our highlights video as well. So all in all, it was a great event, and Islamabad meet and greet was also very special since we visited Islamabad after very long. So a lot of people visited us despite the weather not supporting us that day, but still people managed to visit us, and it was a great event too.
Okay, that's great, sir. We are really keen to know that what are the expectations of 51st seminar and why anyone should attend this seminar.
So first of all, let me just share with you the details of this event. It's going to be our 51st one-to-one immigration seminar in Karachi, and it's going to be held the coming Sunday, 24th of October at Movenpick Hotel, and the timings would be from 11 a.m. to 5:36 p.m. Anyone who is looking for genuine advice and he is planning to visit our seminar, it's very simple. Just log on to our website and you can register on our website by filling our registration form. Now the benefits, I mean, a lot of people now know about these one-to-one seminars since we have been doing these kind of events since very long now. So these seminars are not open seminars. I'll repeat it again. These are one-to-one immigration seminars. What we do is whoever is planning to visit us in this seminar, they have to register online on our website, fill out the form and share with us their updated CVs, or we can say the profile, so that we can check and we can determine their eligibility. Whoever is qualifying, only then we allot them a time slot and then give them a meeting, invite them for a meeting. So these kind of events are of course for highly qualified professionals who are looking for genuine advice on their case. And of course the charm of these kind of events is that we offer outstanding discounts on the spot. These discounts are surprise discounts, so we offer them on the spot, and a lot of people of course benefit from this kind of event, of course coming from a company who is having a proven success track record. We have been following legacies of our forefathers. Of course many people know about that. My father is a consultant, my grandfather was a consultant, one of the family members is also a Canadian consultant. So they always have the peace of mind that you're coming to someone who is experienced, who is reliable, and you'll always get the genuine and honest advice. So these are the benefits, and looking forward to another great event, inshallah.
That's so great, sir. We are really hoping for the best for you and Mr. Adil Ismail as well, and whole Superior team. So wishing you best of luck. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
This was it for today. Hope you like it. Don't forget to tune in on every Monday and Thursday for fresh news updates, and please make sure to like, comment and share, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. This is Samia Shahzad signing off. See you in the next bulletin.